a class of the diaspora. It has 8 long tentacles with a body of diamonds full of absorbents, and it is classified as a group of slugs comprising squid, snail, oysters and other organisms. They are characteristic aquatic organisms. The hooks live mainly in the China Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, along the coasts of Hawaii, North America and the western Andean islands. The octopus has 3 hearts, 2 of which pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps blood to the rest of the body. Octopus blood contains copper-rich hemocyan and protein for oxygen transfer. Octopus intelligence is limited, not distinguished from other marine animals. However, octopus is considered the smartest animal in the world of invertebrates. The fact that biologists do not stop testing their neurons. 2 Italian researchers had experimented on a series of species in the 1990s, teaching them how to distinguish a red from a white ball. When the octopus was choosing the red ball, the 2 researchers provided him with an amount of food as a kind of reward, but if he was selected on the white ball, he was subjected to a kind of punishment, for a light electric charge that felt little pain. Having completed 16 attempts, the octopus reached a stage after which only the red ball was chosen. And indeed the ability to distinguish between objects and keep the lesson for several weeks, from the queens of mammals that possess a very sophisticated brain such as human beings. As for the octopus, its brain is simple in that it consists only of a small amount of neurons that in turn have a ring around the pharyngeal canal. Nevertheless, octopus is capable of achieving or doing work that no other invertebrate animal can do. And the experience of the Italian researchers has shown that octopuses are able to learn a particular behavior by observing the behavior of their peers. While a group of octopuses seek to choose the required red balls, another group tries to learn the right behavior or behavior by observing what happens behind one of the glass facades. In fact, the answer to this question has not yet been ascertained, and an American researcher has even tried to restore the previous experiment, but has not reached the same findings. Funny is that the breeding between the male octopus and his females takes place remotely, either without contact between their bodies.
And the female keeps them for 10 months, inside a gland located near the ovaries. And when the female finds an appropriate nest that preserves her eggs, she lays the pollinated egg of up to 200,000 eggs in it. And the female keeps them for 10 months, inside a gland located near the ovaries, and when the female finds an appropriate nest that preserves her eggs, she lays the pollinated egg of up to 200,000 eggs in it. The female keeps guarding her and stops feeding. In order to avoid the fact that their eggs are not suffocated by the particles stuck in the water, they clean them with their arms' limbs and replenish the surrounding water by blowing them with an absorbent or sucker. The incubation of eggs lasts 2 to 11 weeks, depending of course on the water temperature. The thrilling irony is that the octopus female is dying after this period because she has no nutrition. But she leaves behind thousands more octopuses. The new octopuses born are said to be the mother's orphan, once they are out of the eggs and see the light of life. They must search for their food using only 3 inches in each arm or sensor. They should also learn on their own how to hide from other sniper animals using only 70 colored cells. It is worth mentioning that, at this stage, young octopuses cannot form colors in their skin to match the color of the floor that hides inside, but simply make their skin dark or light. Young octopuses begin swimming in the water for 3 months and end up stagnating at the bottom due to their heavy weight. As we know, the octopus has 8 long arms or so-called tentacles. Each arm or sensor is equipped with 240 stick mouth tapers, and when the muscles covering the tapestries contract, there is a suction that makes them stick to the rocks or the victim. The octopus can recognize the shape of the objects it picks up, and it can recognize the taste of them, covering large quantities of sensory. receptors that are 10 times greater than the human tongue's ability to feel the taste of objects in terms of their bitterness and acidity or sweetness. The octopus can change color in less than a second, with its skin covering millions of colored cells controlled by the nervous system. These cells are called chromatophores. These cells are filled with black, brown, or yellow dyes and are surrounded by muscle fibers when the cells contract, and with them the dye's problem spots that act on blackening the skin. In return, the animal relaxes its muscles if it wants to surprise its opponent or disappear under the sand. In this case, the colored cells shrink, and the pigments form invisible points so that the animal's skin becomes light. Octopus is characterized by the speed of swimming in the water and uses only 2 of its limbs for movement and the rest of its limbs for eating. According to recent studies, it can change its color to suit the environment in which it hides, waiting for its prey that becomes infertile when it catches it.
Thank you, dear viewers, for watching this video. I hope you will like it. Don't forget my help by subscribing to the channel and waiting for us in the following videos. I was with you was Ayman Jad Al Karim from Egypt, and I wish you constant health and happiness, and a meeting.